one day I was reading something and I saw an article and it said, if you had invested $100 in Apple in 1992 or something like that, you'd have like 3 M's or something kind of like that, right?
Shit.
Right.
Yeah.
So I saw that, I got mad. Literally, I got mad because I'm like, so you mean to tell me, I was smart enough to just take $100 and invest in this thing. So right then, at that exact moment, I went on Google and I was like, how do you buy stocks? Literally, I just took everything that was in my bank account at the time and I put half of it into buying stocks. And then, funny story, the same thing on how I got into cryptocurrency. Saw a story about some guy spent $30 on Bitcoin in 2009 and it was worth like over 100 M's. Saved it and got mad through a fit. And I was like, how do I buy Bitcoin? So I literally got into investing just from seeing that article and just realizing that, yo, this is how rich people are really building crazy wealth.
Okay, so now, Barm, I had this platform. I also like to bring awareness.
Yeah.
Right? So now, I can tell that you're very deep into it, right? So you have to think now. We have people from all different walks of life, right? Yeah. So, what would you say to someone to tell them, you know what? Pay attention to like stocks. Get into it. Trust me. Get into it.
Yeah.
Or even into crypto. Because one thing, crypto can be. Are you one of those people that are in their phone, checking their phone every 2 seconds?
No.
Really? They so long like
no. And I'll tell you why.
Yeah.
Because from my experience, the biggest gains I ever saw in crypto was when you just, every paycheck, take $100, $200 and just buy, and just never look at it. Yeah. And then 5-6 years go by, and then you look and then see the crazy gains.
What's your yourself to do that? That's discipline to do that. Because, no, it is. It's your money. Like, you don't always see how this is doing.
It is discipline, but it's your mindset going into it, right? Mm-hmm. If you understand that all investment has risk, and you look at the risk to reward. So if you say, okay, I'm pulling in $1,000 a week, just as an example, if you're saying I'm pulling $1,000 a week, what's your risk appetite? Can you sleep at night if you lose $50 out of the 1,000? Can you sleep at night if you lose 100? So you determine what that appetite for risk is, and then just accept that that's money that might be gone. But potentially, it could 10x, it could 100x. So it's just in how you look at it. A lot of people, what happens is you hear the hype, oh, Bitcoin's going 100,000, you get rich, and then you feel like you can get rich quick. So you want to try to take everything you have, and you're like, it's that mentality of flipping. It's that flipping mentality we had growing up, right? Okay, I need to take the 10, flip it, I'm going to make 20, and then that 20, and I'll make a 40. And it's like that flipping mentality that gets us in trouble because we look and we're like, oh, well, if people are making money, I can just put the, everything in and then it might flip it and then whatever. But we want to skip the education and the patience part. And then that's a big part of the platform too, is the awareness and the education. So for me, it was informing myself, right? So that's who you follow on Instagram. What kind of content do you take in? Who knows more than you that you can learn from? So when this crypto thing started, I went and there's a platform. I don't remember what the platform is called right now, but basically there's a whole bunch of different courses you can take on this platform online, $10, $15. And I took one on cryptocurrency. What is blockchain? How does it work? So it's like you can't skip the steps. Like you have to, if you want to be into something, then you can't skip the steps. You have to read about it, find out who has the knowledge, and be willing to put in the time to be knowledgeable so you can make decisions based on knowledge and not just based on like some hype or some feeling.
Can I answer a question? When did you first get into cryptocurrency and stock market?
2017.
Okay.
And funny story. So I got in and I was like, every paycheck, $200. I'd put $200 into the stock market, $200 into crypto. And I was doing this for a good 9-10 months, almost a year. And then lost my job. And then so I had to kind of stop putting the money in and then kind of just forgot about it. Because then you know how it gets. You're trying to hustle and grind and try to figure out, get your money right or whatever. So I left it alone for 3 years. And then 2020 hit, pandemic. And then people started talking about Bitcoin again and the stock market. And I was like, wait a minute, I have some stuff. I go look, the 3 or 4 bands I must have had in crypto, like in 2017, was like 18, no, like 25, almost 30 bands was just sitting there. And I was like, oh, okay. So you invest,
Yes.
leave it,
Yeah.
and then it will grow if you just let it do its thing. So that was a light bulb moment. Same thing with the stock market. I go in and I see like stocks like AMD. It was AMD specifically. I bought AMD for like $10 a share. And when I looked at it in 2020, it was like 60 something dollars a share, $70 a share. So I'm like, oh, 7-8x your money just by buying and holding and being patient and letting it take its course. So that was a big lesson in investing there.